Psalm 52. To the chief musician, a contemplation of David when Doeg the Edomite went and told Saul, and said to him, David is gone to the house of Ahimelech. Why do you boast in evil, O mighty man? The goodness of God endures continually. Your tongue devises destruction like a sharp razor working deceitfully. You love evil more than good, lying rather than speaking righteousness. Selah. You love all devouring words, you deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy you forever. He shall take you away, and pluck you out of your dwelling place, and uproot you from the land of the living. Selah. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him, saying, Here is the man who did not make God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. But I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I will praise you forever, because you have done it, and in the presence of your saints I will wait on your name, for it is good.
Psalm 52, a dastardly deed. The tabernacle, the worship center in Israel, at this time was located in the village of Nob. The priests of the Lord lived there. A whole family led by Ahitub, father, and Ahimelech, son. David was on the run from Israel's king Saul. David came to Ahimelech at the tabernacle of the Lord and asked for several favors: bread for his men, a sword to protect himself, and a word of blessing from the Lord. This wasn't a shining day in David's life either, because he was pretty deceptive in how he represented himself to the priest. Ahimelech, in innocence, granted all three requests. Unfortunately, standing in the crowd watching was one of Saul's men, and he saw the whole thing. Doeg was Saul's chief shepherd, the man in charge of Saul's flocks. In reality, he handled Saul's wealth, since wealth was measured in flocks. Doeg, of course, told Saul everything. Saul confronted Ahimelech, and the priest defended his decision to help David. In a rage, Saul ordered his men to kill Ahimelech and his family. The soldiers refused to harm the priests of the Lord. Doeg, seeing his chance to kiss up to Saul big time, volunteered. He slaughtered 85 members of the priestly family along with everyone else in Nob. Men, women, children, babies, and animals. Only one person escaped. Abiathar, Ahimelech's son, fled the scene and found David. As the story tumbled out, David's holy anger burned. That night, or a few days later, David sat down and wrote Psalm 52. A condemnation of Doeg and every other person who tries to grow strong by destroying others. Doeg's epitaph is that he loved evil and refused to make God his stronghold, verses 3-7. We're never told what happened to Doeg. He probably got a promotion from Saul that day and a reward of some kind. But we can be certain of one thing. In time, God brought Doeg to everlasting ruin. David, on the other hand, was like a green olive tree in the house of God, verse 8. The tree is used several times in the Psalms as an image of the godly person. But the olive tree has some interesting qualities that sharpen the image of what it means to walk in confident trust in the Lord. An olive tree has a remarkably long life. The tree is evergreen and hardy even in a harsh environment. Its fruit is valuable and satisfying, life-sustaining and life-enriching. The person who trusts in wealth will end up like an uprooted tree, verse 5. The person who trusts in the Lord will flourish. I will wait on your name, for it is good, verse 9. Eugene Peterson, every time we enter a holy place and become aware of the presence of a holy God, we leave either better or worse. If we come to separate ourselves from common people and things, we will almost certainly leave worse. We will leave as Doeg did, ready to impose our notion of right on someone else, forcing our idea of God on another, full of indignation, crusading in a holy war. But if we enter hungry and needy, letting ourselves be vulnerable before God, bluntly, even belligerently asking for what we need, we will almost certainly leave better. We will leave, as David did, grateful simply to be alive, amazed to know that God is with us, that the most holy sacrament is food for our most everyday needs.